It's behind me, isn't it? Hello guys, it's Talia. The monster taking up all the oxygen behind me is the Predator Z57. It is insane. I'm sorry, I'm going to try and get through this without swearing. But if there was ever a monitor more deserving of it, it would be this one. This beast of a screen was unveiled quite a while back at the IEM Championships in February last year, and now it's finally made its way onto the shelves. I'll leave the link in the description. I don't think you quite get a grasp of how big it is because my chair is in the way, but it's not a monitor for the faint of heart. Oh lord, she coming. You need to be prepared to maybe never leave your desk. Just go full iPad baby. It's big. Technically the biggest curved gaming monitor on the market. And do you know why? Although there is another at 57 inches, Predator's clocks in at a whopping 57.1. You're welcome. Honestly, that is the level of pettiness I aspire to. So a huge monitor, 57.1 inches, curved with a 1000R rating and a dual 4K display. How do I get it out now? So great for immersive gaming. Going to be saying that one a lot, but even better to use as a split screen, splitting that 7680 by 2160 screen into dual 4K monitors. Damn. I think in terms of productivity, this is where it shines. Like for me, I would be able to do editing on one side and then have my research or my writing up on the other. But it's even better if you need to have two types of creative work open, like Premiere Pro on one side and Illustrator on the other. You no longer have to choose which app gets the better of your two monitors. You can use it for everything. I will say the logistics of a big screen do take some getting used to. There is something so hilarious to me about the amount of whip I had in my neck while having a browser open in 32:9 and having to go from one end of the screen to the other. Oh, and you might lose your mouse quite a lot. When did we all collectively decide to stop changing our mouse pointers into funky colors like little Minecraft swords? When did it all get so boring? Bring back the trail. I might be blind. But once you find the right distance from the monitor, it's all plain sailing. And it's further back than I'd usually sit with a screen, but that's probably good for my posture. And thankfully, the text and image clarity is super sharp. So overall, I think it's good for me. It's a mini LED display with 2304 local dimming zones for great contrast. These dimming zones help the dark areas of the screen stay dark. Also, by the way, due to the curvature of the screen, when I'm gaming, it looks fantastic in person. However, the camera lens likes to pick up various light reflections. So if you see this while I'm gaming, it's the angle of the camera and the lights. It's not visible in person. It's also Acer certified display HDR 1000, which means a crap ton of brightness and crisp contrast levels. It's not OLED. I think I would have cried if it was, but it's really, really close. The brightness is a solid 1000 nits. I would stipulate even more, as it verges on being damn near painful when you get hit with a bright white screen. Whoa. Brighter than my future. It has a DCI P3 color coverage of 98%, which is very apparent when you're gaming. Those big, beautiful AAA titles will really sing on a screen like this. So if you're into those open worldy type of games with deep immersion, it's perfect because you won't be able to drag yourself away from it. The curvature really hugs your eyeballs. So it feels like you're in the game whether you're running through the countryside or scaling the city. It's almost like VR in terms of immersion, but without the weird motion sickness. Gaming on this was next level. Turns out no monitor is too big. The curved peripherals feel really natural to the eye, and also nearly every game I tried actually had compatibility for 32:9, apart from Black Myth. You're testing me. There's probably a hack for this. I've done something similar for God of War where you change a few like hex values and bish bash bosh, is all done. But 4 out of 5 games with native compatibility was still pretty good. It's a VA panel like most curved monitors. VA panels have consistently good contrast levels, something that's backed up by the display HDR levels here. And as this monitor and other big curved monitors of this kind are meant to be used as like mega entertainment units rather than just a workhorse display, this is why we often see the VA panels. Also, the viewing angles of an IPS would be kind of lost because it's curved. You have all the viewing angles. The main concern around VA panels is ghosting, which I only noticed in one very specific scenario, so I don't think it counts. In Cyberpunk, there's overlay on the screen, and at the very edges of it, they have their own kind of shadows, which I guess the monitor just amplified. This like kind of shadow effect wasn't there in any other game. It wasn't there on the wallpaper of the screen. It wasn't there while I was using the internet browser or while keeping any text at the edges of the display. So no actual issue, but just a little quirk if you see it when I'm gaming. The refresh rate is 120 Hz, which pairs really nicely with the double 4K resolution, and I do think it's plenty as you're playing mostly, you know, AAA titles, games with immersion. Okay, I'll stop now. The Z57's colors look so vivid on the screen. You have amazing contrast with the blacks, and Predator have always been so good at making good displays. All of their more premium X series with the X32, 34, my favorite X49X. Whew. It's kind of the more socially acceptable version of this one, the one you'd be more likely to introduce to your parents. But all of them are really crisp screens. They have great color accuracy, longevity, and color coverage as well, with very even color and brightness throughout. There's no like light and dark spots. My camera's picking up a bit of a red hue around the edges, but that's not there in person. In person, it's just like a darker yellow. Bottom is really solid. So I just wanted to show. God damn. Right. It has decent connectivity with two HDMI 2.1s for console gaming, a display 1.4, and a much appreciated USB Type-C with 90 watts of power delivery, which you can use with the monitor's built-in KVM switch to switch sources between your desktop and laptop while keeping the same peripherals. And to tidy up said connections, there's a really nice cable tidy at the back. One of my favorite things about it. Weird. It's metal, it's magnetic, it clips off so you can adjust the cable and then clips back on to pin it down. It's really strong. And I can't talk about, you know, strong and sturdy without mentioning the base of this thing. This is probably half of the total weight. In a good way. Again, metal with these pronged stands that feel very premium. And yes, they do take up a bit of room on the desk, but I don't know, not much. I can put my little tchotchkes around this quite easily. And also, you're looking at a 57.1 inch monitor. The legs are the least of your worries. Ooh, a little bit of desk space. Like, what, you're not going to fit this on a normal desk anyway. I'm going to leave the exact pricing somewhere here. It should already be released in most regions, but please let me know what you think of the Z57. I think there's probably two types of people in this world. You either love ultra wide monitors and you'll swear by them till the end of time, or you're like me and you're equal parts intrigued and yet terrified. But when a bright and colorful dual 4K screen comes your way, who can say no? Not me. Let me know your thoughts and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.